¿Qué onda, Paleta? ¿Qué onda, Manuel? ¿Qué onda, un Paul? En 5 minutos tienes clases, ni modo. Ahí lo pones de ladito o algo. Abre las dos ventanas. Te cambias un ratito y un ratito. Igual este evento creo que va a durar bastante. O sea, por lo general duran como 4 horas, 2 horas. O sea, como mínimo. Entonces, con eso, ¿no? ¿Qué onda, Johnny Sebastián? Ah, excelente, Johnny, muchas gracias. Está crack, admit de admits. Buena, buena. Buen nick también ese. Ahí voy, chicos. Nada más denme un segundo. Ahorita vemos rápido los teasers. Digo, lo que empieza. Faltan 20 minutitos para que empiece el show. O sea, ya casi. ¿Cuándo voy a jugar? No sé, tal vez mañana. Mañana seguimos con las pruebas del reino de la semana 4. Hoy vamos a estar viendo esto del update show nomás. Mm, vamos a ver. Ahorita ya comenzamos, ¿eh? Vamos a ver, bueno, la primera imagen que nos mostraron pues fue esta, que parece ser... Claro, sí, sí se puede, Johnny. En las pruebas sí juego con subs. Lo primero que mostraron fue este teaser, que bueno, parece ser que va a ser pase de como de acuático, ¿no? O sea, con esta temática acuática, digamos, ya sea de piratas, de universo de sirenas, no sé. Por ahí vi una, no encuentro aquí en el Twitter, pero también había una imagen de series, de una skin como de series. Ahorita me voy al Twitter de Thunderbrush. Bueno, esta fue la siguiente. Esta seguramente es una imagen de las cartas de Vatu. ¿Qué onda, agua mineral? Vamos a ver, hoy van a mostrar varias cosas. Es un update show donde nos muestran las novedades que se vienen para el juego. O sea, por ejemplo, va a venir ya, nos van a mostrar seguramente gameplay de Vatu. Nos van a mostrar un nuevo modo de juego. Y bueno, la temática del siguiente pase, ¿no? ¿Qué onda, Tete? Aquí pues bueno, esta fue la otra imagen que nos mostraron, que es fueron mandándole a varios youtubers o algo así, o no sé qué son, a ver, sí, o son tuiteros más bien, no sé, tuiteros o youtubers o tal vez miembros del staff de Paladins, pedacitos de rompecabezas que fueron revelando la imagen, ¿no? También este es otro teaser que bueno, para muchos era como una skin de Lex, una cosa así, Lex Sireno, o sea, como Lex, más bien buzo, perdón. Pero sabrá, yo pienso que sí, es lo más seguro que sea una skin de Lex. Este fue otro teaser, bueno, que es viene siendo Vatu, ¿no? O sea, ya sabemos ahora que este es Vatu, bueno, y parece ser que viene en la comunidad esta de los Escadrins. Lex Tritón o Lex Buzo, ¿no? Y luego esta, pero que por ejemplo, que todo el mundo dijimos, miren, de hecho aquí se ve el Lex como nadando. Y todo el mundo dijeron, bueno, pues este es skin para Yaura, ¿no? Pero luego también, tanto Romanova como, miren, la misma cuenta de Twitter dijeron que no era ella. Entonces, pues la verdad, a mí sí me hubiese gustado que fuera skin de Yaura. No sé, ya si dicen que no es ella, pues no sé quién puede hacer. Si acaso Drogos, una cosa así, ¿no? Por quién más es un monstruo, a ver si me recuerdan. No estoy seguro, pero bueno, esta también es, seguramente es otra ilustración de las cartas de Vatu. Bueno, ahí lo estamos viendo, ¿no? Que trae como un kunai. Y al parecer va a tener alguna especie de agarre, algo así. Y ahí está, pues, ahorcando a un pobre tipo, ¿no? Y esta fue otro teaser. También acá un celular viejito tomando una foto Fernando. Esto no sé si sea algo. O es nomás una palmera. Pero bueno, esta skin ya salió. O sea. Pero nos siguen reafirmando que el pase de batalla pues va a ser como de playa, ¿no? O sea, cosas que tienen que ver con el mar, todo eso. Ya sea submarino o mar turístico. Otra carta más, digo, es esta otra ilustración de las cartas de Vatu. Aquí como ven ya le vemos que tiene dos espadas en la parte posterior. O sea, este personaje me recuerda mucho al Shredder de las Tortugas Ninja. No sé si alguien sigue a las Tortugas Ninja. Aquí ya nos revelaron también otro pedacito más del rompecabezas. Aquí con Bairi. Ah, que por cierto la 3 jugué una partida con él. A ver, no sé si la voy a subir una. La otra vez me lo encontré. Bueno, es alguien de Norteamérica, ¿no? ¿Qué onda, Fake? Está bien, paleta. Provecho. Aquí nos muestran otro teaser. Bueno, ya es la. Aquí vemos, bueno, es como una skin para Inara, ¿no? Aunque esta seguramente va a ser de compra, o sea, porque si nos sacan 4 skins y una que viene en cofres o para compra, ¿no? Aquí vemos al Khan haciéndose una asadita, pero bueno, también se le ve en el mandil esto que es una skin como de la Estatua de la Libertad, de lo más seguro de Inara, ¿no? O sea, sí se ve como muy clara. Otra imagen de las cartas de Vatu, digo, aquí ya lo vemos de frente. Como les digo, un ninja, ¿no? O sea, este es todo un ninja más allá de Koga. O sea, ese sí viene el mundo de los ninjas. Bueno, aquí está el teaser ya. Déjenme ver primero. Esta es otra imagen. Ahorita vemos el teaser. Digo, sé que ya varios ya lo vieron, pero en lo que inicia el stream. Y sí. Nada más déjenme busco rápido porque me acuerdo que Thunderbrush creo que compartió una imagen como de una skin de series, como con pulpos. Ajá, miren, esta era una caricatura viejita. A ver, ¿o dónde la vi? Estoy seguro, no, miren, aquí no está. Estoy seguro de que vi por ahí una skin como de series con tentáculos en la cabeza. O sea, era como una ilustración viejita, pero igual, o sea, como a veces nos dan pistas, ¿no? O sea. En fin, no sale. Bueno, vamos a ver el teaser, chicos. Ah, miren, aquí está. Aquí está esta. Quién sabe si le irán a sacar una imagen de series como Pulpito. La verdad no estaría tan mal. Y digo, series es famosa. ¿Qué onda uno? Y fíjense que también habían dicho que un campeón, o sea, Thunderbrush también publicó en Twitter que un campeón que no había recibido skin hace mucho iba a recibir una en este pase, ¿no? Pero bueno, sí, ahora sí vamos a ver el teaser de Vatu. Digo, lo voy a hacer aquí en grandecito. Está bastante cortito y sale muy poco, pero bueno. Primero lo vemos así a todo volumen y ahorita lo comento. A ver, espérenme un segundo. Es que la calidad no está en 1080. Déjenmela. Ahora sí.
Praying, scared. Darkness has come for you.
Darkness. I do not fear the dark.
Y bueno, vamos a irlo analizando ahora sí como paso a pasito. Vamos a verlo de nuevo. Y ya ahí vamos viendo qué podemos concluir, ¿no? Bueno, aquí empezamos con Bora, viene caminando, no sé si... O sea, llega ahí como a su dojo o algo así, ¿no? A ver. Ahí se ve bien la Bora. Ah, no, le dice. De hecho, bueno, le dice praying. O sea, está rezando. Estás asustado, algo así le dice, ¿no? Aquí ya vemos al Vatu, digo, es como un humano con cuernos, o sea, un escadrín, tal cual les llaman. ¿Qué onda, Car? Pues la verdad, sigue igual que siempre, ¿eh? O sea, no sé, sigue igual que siempre. ¿Qué onda, Chafamundo? Y bueno, ya ahí la Bora usa su habilidad para matar. El Vatu va a tener alguna habilidad de como de Vanish, ¿no? De parecida. Se me figura mucho ahora que estoy jugando Valorant a una que tiene el Omen, o sea que como que te teletransportas, así como desapareciéndote, pues.
I do not fear the dark.
Y ya también le dice... Bora le dice teme a la oscuridad. Y Vatu parecido a la línea que le da Bane a Batman, que le dice yo no... oscuridad, yo no le temo a la oscuridad. Y lamentablemente no le dice yo nací en la oscuridad, pero le dice, a ver. Y ahí vemos cómo le lanza los kunais. Esta animación se ve bastante padre.
I do not fear the dark.
Ahí lo vamos a ver de nuevo. Miren, aquí también la quería pausar. Aquí tiene una cicatriz en el ojo izquierdo, ¿no? Y aquí se ven un poquito los kunais más de cerca. Tienen ahí unos demonitos forjados. Y bueno, también está sacando como una especie de chispa a su fuego, ¿no? O sea, van a tener quizá algún efecto especial los kunais. Y bueno, aquí ya la vemos de frente. Como les digo, se me figura muchísimo a Shredder de las Tortugas Ninja. Y aquí los vemos de nuevo. La Bora va como en esta animación de su ultimate, una cosa así, ¿no? Y miren, pues sí, o sea, los detalles, ¿no? Demasiado. Se me recuerda muchísimo a Shredder de las Tortugas Ninja, pero muchísimo. Ya Vatu. Y bueno, también vemos que va a salir pronto. O sea, posiblemente salga en 15 días, chicos. Posiblemente salga ahora mismo en el nuevo parche. Que pues tengo entendido que es ahora en 29 días. A ver, déjenme checo calendario. Según el pase de batalla de del juego, bueno, ahorita debe decir 28 días, si no me equivoco. Entonces son 28 días. Sí, como para el... A ver, como para el 26, 25 de mayo estaría saliendo si mis matemáticas no me fallan. 25 de mayo, 26 de mayo estaría saliendo el nuevo parche con todo y Vatu, ¿no? A ver cuánto falta para el update show. Vamos a ver si ya está la previa. Díganme si ustedes notaron algo más. Shadows Update Show se llama. Miren, ya aquí vemos el logo. Ya 4 minutitos. esta música con copyright. ¿Qué onda, Trout Gamer? Pues los flancos por lo general tienen muy poca vida, creo que la mayoría, lo máximo tienen como 2000, 2200 algunos. Paladins Shadows. Está padre, miren aquí, está raro este logo porque, o sea, no, ¿esto qué reflejará? Shadows por un lado, pero arriba tiene estas como torrecitas con fuego. Y bueno, aquí nos están mostrando ilustraciones de la comunidad, ¿no? También. Ya vamos a cerrar el Twitter, digo. Creo que el teaser es bastante cortito, no vemos gran cosa. Como les digo, una habilidad de desvanecimiento. Muy bien, Paleta, come usted súper rápido. A ver, vamos ya 2 minutitos de iniciar. ¿Qué onda, Casper? ¿Qué onda, Plasma Ghost? Pro Gamer, el Decepticon. Ya estamos a un minutito de iniciar, digo. Ya vimos un poquito los teasers. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué tal? A mí me agrada, O sea, fíjense que ahorita, pues como yo juego muchísimo Bora. O sea, juego mucho flanco, entonces yo por mí contento de que venga otro flanco. Bueno, ¿qué es lo que creo, no? Que va a ser el ninja este flanco, aunque bien podría hacer daño también. Sí sería muy raro que fuera tanque o healer, pero nunca, también no lo sabemos, ¿no? O sea, quizá nos lo están mostrando como flanco y al final resulta que es un healer, o sea, no sé. Que lo dudo. ¿Cuál fue? ¿Qué campeones han salido? A ver, salió Yagora, que es tanque, salió Bora, que es flanco. Creo que el último healer que teníamos fue Ayo. Y el daño, Octavia. Ah, no. Sí. No me acuerdo si fue Ayo o Corvus el último, pero... Entonces, ¿sabes? Están brincando un poquito el orden y tal vez nos mandan otro flanco, ¿no? Ya vamos haciendo esto grande que ya viene. ¿Qué onda, Raiders Méndez? ¿Qué onda, Misa López? ¿Eres de Nicaragua, Carl? ¿Qué más juegas, Carl? Oh, miren,
welcome everybody to another Paladins update show. We are so happy to have you here today.
Muchas gracias,
and
Carl.
I am your host, actually, first of all, Roman Nova, joined here by our lovely designers, Evil Mojo Adonis, and Nico, or the Kevins.
Hoy salieron vestidos mucho más,
What's up, guys?
más decentes estos, Siempre salen
Hey,
disfrazados.
not too much. Just excited for patch notes. I think we have a lot of stuff to go over that I think players are going to be happy about.
¿no?
And I know Kevin has
Somehow
a
the
special
audio
someone
is not playing
to show
for me,
off.
just so our producer guy can let me know. I can't hear it through my
I'm
my headset.
I wonder if she has.
You
the
might have
browser.
Get it
muted
working.
muted your Chrome. I am very excited as well. I actually got my second vaccine dose yesterday, Kevin, and I gotta say the only thing sicker. Actually, I actually didn't get hit that hard. Thankfully.
They figured it out.
What is sicker than I am right now is the stuff that we have today. So I'm very, very excited to show that stuff today.
Okay, and now that I can hear you, I can, just say thank you so much for all the work that you and the rest of the team have put into this update. I'm so excited to get into every little bit that we have, and we do have quite a lot. So we're going to just get rolling right into it. We're going to start off with the hunt. So we're going to start off with our, some of our prioritized bug fixes here. And, go right into design. So just to kind of kick it off, the first bug fix that we're going to talk about is for Imani. And we fixed an issue where Imani dying while her ultimate was active displayed bad information for the kill feed. Always a good thing. Big dragon sometimes can cause big problems. So I guess it's kind of nice to see. I just noticed that we've been fixing a lot more lately, honestly, guys. Ever since we've had a couple more people to the team. So it's great to see some of these issues getting tackled more often. Good feelings.
Yeah, this one's kind of persistent for a while too. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the one where if Imani dies while ulting, she has just the crystal in the kill feed instead of her name. So that's kind of one that's pretty visible for any Imani player. So I'm glad that we got this one fixed and that the people that we brought on are able to bolster what we're doing.
Absolutely. And on that note, let's go into our newest champion getting a bug fix here, Octavia. So hopefully y'all have been enjoying some Octavia the last couple weeks. And we fixed an issue where the reticle in all marksman rifle scopes was not completely centered on screen when using designated sights. I know that a couple people had some issues with the rifle at the beginning, so it's nice to see this and a lot of other issues. I think there were a couple more for her if you go and check the full list on the update notes, folks, after this, where she has, a couple fixes that,
muchas gracias, Plasma Ghost.
To be expected sometimes when there's new champions amongst us.
Es que también quiero que escuchen un poco lo que dicen ellos. Yo ahorita me acerco más al micrófono. Es que también...
Remember, the bigger list, because we just
have
so much to go
through, por una almohada, porque esta silla me queda súper atrás el
all the bug fixes. There's a whole mumbo bunch of them, right? Is we fixed an issue where the countdown time for region unlocks and Trials of the Realm screen did not display properly on consoles. Always a win. We just had an issue this morning, just so you all know. The new Ico Trials is live, so we got that fixed ASAP. Thank you.
Ya también arreglaron que
helped with that one, so thank you.
El contador de algunas regiones no se está mostrando correctamente en consolas.
Here for the hunt that you two want to say,
de las pruebas del reino.
Into your plethora of work, design, and balance.
I think we're good. I think we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
Then I'm going to let you take it off. I think we have a little bit of news right here about ranked updates. I know ranked is a hot issue in the realm, so I'll let you two take it away.
Yeah, so I guess at the high level for ranked updates is, at least for this split, we're going to be pushing the split back to the following patch for the next one. And that's going to coincide with mid-season balance patch, which is patch 5.
Miren, van a forzar matchmaking. O sea, nos vamos a tardar quizá un poquito más en encontrar partidas. Pero va a ser
but as far as this patch, we are making some adjustments
con la idea de que el matchmaking sea mejor de lo que tenemos ahora,
a lot
chicos.
Of community feedback around
es algo que ha estado pidiendo mucho la comunidad y bueno.
Misbalanced matches, specifically at higher MMRs where you see like a Grandmaster queuing at a specific time where there's not a lot of players online in the region that they're queuing for, and they'll get these very unbalanced matches. And so we're making some adjustments to the queue time, and I'll explain kind of what these are. The first line that was showed was the normal wait time has been extended from 240 seconds to 480 seconds, and overtime has gone from 90 seconds to 300 seconds. And then so previously, just so you all can get a base understanding of how Matchmaker works, is the normal wait time, which is now 480 seconds,
o sea, creo que cuando estamos ya por ganar la partida,
players of very similar skill
en lugar de 90 segundos va a durar 300 segundos, una cosa así, no entendí bien eso,
players into your lobby. It's going to be looking for other Grandmasters, Masters, and then maybe some Diamonds. And then the overtime wait is basically where it's going to expand that MMR range. So after you've waited for 480 seconds, it's going to go, okay, we don't have enough players near your skill level to get a match going. So we're going to widen that band. So now maybe you'll have like some of the lower tier diamonds or platinum.
Si no encontramos partida en esos segundos que digamos que estamos esperando ya tanto tiempo y no nos encuentra partida con personas similares a nosotros, ya nos va a dar como un poquito más y después ya nos mete pues de algún modo con quien sea,
¿no?
A
match that we felt like was skill accurate to you, we still want to get you in a game, and so we match force, and that's where you really get the imbalance.
No, Ángel Wings, es hasta, según mis cálculos, hasta el 25 de mayo la actualización.
13 minutes instead of the previous 4 to 5. So you should be running into these issues significantly less often if you're at
Muchas
a
gracias
polarizing
por pasarse,
MMR,
Carl, por
of like 2
suscribirse.
standard deviations away or more, which is generally grandmasters
Digo, si es que si te vas, ya no
masters
sé.
players to some degree. So you will be waiting for longer times to get queues, but we think that on average your matches will be significantly more balanced.
Always good to hear. I know that's been one of the bigger concerns in the player base, so it's great that we have, this attempt for it, and it was definitely a lot of, you were aware of a lot of these issues already, and then the AOC just also tag teaming in, just kind of like pushing more awareness on this, that it's still something ongoing, and I think this is a win for everyone, especially if it ends up, we'll have to all try it out, but it ends up being a big win for everyone if it goes in that good direction that it's planned to here. But with that said, also let's go into some champion balance.
A ver, ahora se vienen
I'll let you
balances de
take it away
campeones.
here with Grover Adonis, the balance master. We have his ability Whirlwind getting a change. Looks like activating Whirlwind is I'll let you take it away. Go ahead.
Grover abilities.
All you players that have been frustrated by fully losing your Grover ult, no longer. So we've actually changed the implementation.
Genial, este cambio para Grover.
Whirlwind now, it will still, just to be clear, it'll still require 100%
en cuanto lo activas, se te gasta 20% de la
20
ulti.
energy on cast, and then it drains the remaining 80% energy.
Y si te matan
over the 4
antes,
duration.
o sea, te va a quedar todo eso. O sea, se va a ir gastando conforme la usas.
Ult charge investment.
Bastante bien.
And you can also, there's also some gameplay elements to this where you can self-cancel your Grover ult to retain energy if everyone's topped off. So, we're really excited to see this change.
Wow.
This will affect his balance. He is going to be
También
stronger.
la vamos a poder cancelar ahora la ultimate de Grover por si vemos que ya los curamos o que la activamos mal.
I think higher ranked supports, although depending on
Genial,
map,
o sea, Grover se va a elevar bastante con esto, de por sí a mi gusto ya es bastante
we'll be keeping
bueno.
our eye on Grover, but we think this is a
Pero
really,
si la
really
ulti
good quality of life change.
le fallaba, que a veces la activabas y se ponía en cero, ¿no?
I'm pretty sure the Grover mains are happy out there seeing that. I like Grover a little bit myself, so it's always nice when he gets,
Luis Díaz?
Some love. But our next one that we're going to go over here in the show, before we actually get into Octavia, I wanted to give
Grover,
Nico a chance. We didn't originally have it included in here, but it is in the update notes, which we're working on getting to you live right now. But Grok has some changes coming, and I know they're very near and dear.
A ver, cambios para Grok.
This Grok all-star down here, Kevin, Nico, take it away. Let us hear about these Grok changes. Right. They're totally awesome.
Totally awesome. That's a good one. Well, we are about to be riding the lightning, riding the storm here. So, Grok cooldowns for Healing Totem now occur simultaneously, and I have a little bit of commentary on that, and then an example. I know we don't have the lower part for this, but it is on the patch note show. I did want to give a shout out to this change. So, previously, Grok could use both charges of Healing Totem right away, and then there would be the full cooldown for a Healing Totem, and then another full cooldown for a Healing Totem before you get both charges back. With this change, Grok can use a Healing Totem and use another Healing Totem immediately, and then each of those Healing Totems will have a separate cooldown. A separate charge. So that in the same interval between using that 1 and 2, you will also get them back at the end of that 1 and 2.
Y en cuanto lo usemos va a empezar su cooldown individual y lo ponemos el otro, inicia su otro cooldown, o sea, van a tener cooldowns individuales.
We do know that he's going to be in a strong state, especially I believe for probably
de hecho,
our
con el
first
talento de los totems sí se nota
update.
que los usa los tres y se tarda 7 segundos en darte otro totem. O sea, es
how this
bastante.
feels and the current state that Grok will be in with this change. But yeah, thank you so much, Romanova, for letting me get that out. I think this is definitely one that we're looking at kind of most for this patch, and I really appreciate you guys giving us that feedback.
Yeah, I didn't want you to explode from the excitement, so I needed to let you get that burst of energy out, you know. But yeah, Octavia is next on our list of just ones that we're going to go over here during the show. And again, folks, the list that's being posted in chat right now, you can follow along with the full notes. There's way more balance changes coming. We're just going over some, you know, ones that we find pretty big. Octavia, new champion. Looks like we got some changes coming for marksman rifle and hipfire. Looks like some nerfs, maybe a little bit of a buff. Either of you care to elaborate on this?
O sea, ¿es nerf a su daño?
Yeah, so Octavia, I think, is at a pretty successful launch. There are people who feel that she has fairly powerful in-hand, so these changes are shifting a little bit of power damage-wise out of her in-hand, while reducing the bullet spread and the recoil of her in-hand, making it a little bit easier to hit. And reducing the damage fall off at extended ranges, meaning that you will hit for more percentage of your base damage at longer ranges. And shifting a little bit of that power both into that recoil reduction and to the hipfire. So the reduced damage on the in-hand will go from 500 to 425, and for hipfire, we have an increased damage from 200 to 250 per shot, and an increased accuracy while hip-firing as well, in addition to increased damage fall-off. So like I said, it's kind of just shifting a little bit from that ADS to the hipfire power.
Seems pretty fair. I know the community has been complaining a lot, thinking she's OP, so maybe this will help tone her down. Hopefully not too much, you know. We'll always have to find out and, you know, see what's going on in PTS and forward. But Zin is our final one we're going to go off here. And Zin, I know this was a big topic too in AOC discussions. A lot of people bringing up Zin as well. But Guillotine, we're getting some changes. We're getting reduced damage on Guillotine. I'll let you go. It looks like you're ready, Adonis.
Oh, yeah, sure. So looking at Zin is obviously like the premier duelist in our game. He, you know, should be winning in most 1v1 situations if both players are coming in with all their cooldowns at full health.
Le están bajando el daño a Guillotina. Guillotine no va a matar a la gente,
has a fairly large hitbox, and it's very easy to confirm. And we feel this kind of takes a lot of the skill away from being a duelist and using your kit intelligently. And so what we're really looking at here is the Guillotine talent. We're reducing the damage, obviously, by 5%, and removing the ultimate charge rate increase. We still think this is, at base, a very, very powerful talent that a lot us you are selecting to counter specific front lines, either in the off lane or a point tank that you feel like your team doesn't have the damage to take out. And so we still think that this talent will exist in a spot that he can be successful at doing that without it being the default go-to talent in most situations, which is a lot of what we're seeing right now.
Sí, it's nice to hear the people's voices again always be heard, where it does seem like there was a lot of concern about Zin, but we're going to wrap this up because we have a very special video to show you live right now, folks. We are showing you the first look at the new update coming to Jaguar Falls. You know, we've been doing a lot of these visual updates, and Jaguar Falls is the one coming in this update. So please enjoy this reveal trailer of the new upgrade to Jaguar Falls.
Vamos a ver el mapita. Mucho detalle dorado, ¿no? En las... O sea, antes era todo como de piedra, o sea, como muy plano, ¿no? Ya le están metiendo esos detalles de oro. Creo que las rocas también cambia. Bueno, aquí el respawn es también. Bastante. El mapa siempre ha sido de sencillito. Raven también se viene en la actualización de mayo, ¿no?
About that, it looks like when we did Frog Isle, there needed to be more frogs. It seems like in Jaguar Falls, we just need more jaguars. I don't know. What do you think?
It makes sense. It makes sense to me. Jaguar Falls probably should involve some amount of jaguars. Yeah, so I mean, I'll just do a quick comment on this.
Está bastante despierta, ¿no? Y los otros dos ahí dormidos, el
especially looking at our older maps that were developed very on in Paladins. as we're continuing along development, we're identifying maps that we feel only really need a visual upgrade and have strong design potential. Jaguar Falls is one of those. And then also identifying maps that we think also need a visual upgrade and some potential design changes, which I know the AOC spoiled that there's some Stone Keep stuff coming in the future. But I'm really happy that our team is continuing to go back through these maps and really update them to the standards that the team holds now for our maps. And a quick blurb from Alex Martin, Alex Martin and Rick, I can't even recall his last name. Oh, please don't blame me. Who really killed it on this map. So the underlying design and architecture are basically the same as the original, but the materials, rock, and vegetation are much improved. We've added metallic gold through the map.
Pero bueno,
got a feeling of opulence and ancient wealth. We've also added a new jaguar statue to the map at the head of the waterfall along the back wall of the map. It's large, imposing, and should serve as a landmark from quite a distance. All the water and waterfalls in the map have also been updated to use the textures and material treatments used for water in Bazaar and beyond. This includes an updated waterfall material created for this map by our VFX lead. As for the lighting, we've tried to make the tree canopy atop the buildings much denser, which has resulted in deeper shadows throughout the map, giving the map a more tropical, jungle-like feel. Torch lights and
¿Para cuándo el nuevo mapa? Según mis cálculos, Casper, va a ser para el 25 de mayo todo esto.
For gameplay while retaining the moody atmosphere that we all
O sea, todavía falta un mesecito casi, ¿no? Estamos a 28 de abril, o sea, falta como un mesecito, pero lo más seguro es que vamos a sacar el PTS. Ya saben que aquí en el canal vamos a traer el PTS como el 15 de mayo, yo creo que lo van a sacar, quizá antes.
Insight to the limited time modes. A lot of people have been asking for more kind of events to do in game, and this is kind of our way of being able to do that and change it up all the time. You know, and okay, you look like you're plotting right now, Kevin. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
It's my secret.
But speaking of secrets, or just seek, the first mode here that we're gonna be, it looks like the two that you have dropped for us coming in this next update are hide and seek and knock around. I know you've been doing some of these in the playtest, so care to elaborate on these?
Yeah. So I'm going to pull back a little bit and kind of discuss our view on limited time modes and what we have presented for players today for this patch, and kind of what our goals are for the future. So for this first instance, we're basically taking your traditional Paladins gameplay and then doing it in new and unique ways. So hide and seek is a great example of one of the 8 limited time modes we have coming throughout this patch. Who shot first? Everyone plays this team deathmatch as Strix with unlimited stealth charge, increased damage and movement speed, and reduced cooldown. So you're running around, you're trying to flare to pop the other Strixes out of stealth. And then your body shots do almost all of their health, and headshots are going to obviously one-tap the enemy Strixes. And so we have 8 of these types of modes that we're going to be presenting throughout the patch. They're going to be available on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then Saturday, Sundays.
Buscar y destruir.
For the other days of the week, the queues will be turned off. And so every Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to see a new mode, and then Saturday, Sunday, it'll switch to another mode.
Incrementado el daño y movimiento. O sea, como que vamos a matar de un tiro.
Essentially,
pues,
what we've done really from our end is we have created tools that allow our designers to create these type of modes and experiences for players without a ton of investment or reinvestment from our programming team, so we can continue to make stuff like this. And this is just, again, our first, the first part of our goal for limited time modes. This is a multi-step plan for us. Outside of continuing to develop more basically hooks for our designers to create unique modes, we're also going to be looking to identify some of the stronger features that we're developing and get those into custom games. A lot of what we want to create as a team for you all in the upcoming year is like a toolbox. So if you have been playing Siege for 2 to 3 years, we want to ensure that we are giving you tools as a player or as a community or just with your friends to start taking a lot of these modifiers and craft your own custom games and have fun in the game without directly playing in our main queues. So we're really excited to try and continue to develop this. We're also looking at, again, this is not short-term, this is long-term.
Porque si de repente jugar como solo asedio
bringing back
aburre.
some of our older game modes.
Bien, me gusta,
and so we know that a lot of people have love for Payload. I do want to set expectations. We can't promise that right now, but it is on our list to investigate how much work is going to go into bringing payload back as an LTM. We're not really looking to do it as a main queue, but we do want to take the time to properly investigate and see if it's something that we can bring back without, an extreme amount of hassle.
But again, that's not short term. That's something that we're going to do in the long term. I'm sorry, I have now spilled all of the limited time modes.
No, it's okay. I think that's really important to end on too, because as I see the chat, a lot of people really want that mode, but at least you're telling them it's not coming right now, but it's something that you are looking into to bring back as an LTM if you have the ability to, because there is a lot of work that goes into setting these up in the game, and I've seen that, and I commend you all for bringing more excitement and variety to what people can do with their game modes.
Entonces, dos modos de juego nuevos. Uno que es como buscar y destruir, donde todos somos streaks, todos estamos invisibles y matamos de un tiro. Y este de Ashy Bomb Kings, ¿no? Que todos intentamos estar en el suelo mientras nos aventamos por los aires.
Teasers, folks, the theme is summer, and the event pass itself is called Beach Bash.
Beach Pass, ya se viene el pase de evento, vamos a ver.
We're gonna go right into it, where, hold on, I gotta get ready for this one. I gotta get ready.
Romanoa se va a poner ya en la playa.
Got the shades.
Pero prende las luces, mija.
Did you bring yours too? You brought your party shades? No, okay. No, all right, just me. I came ready for the party.
Oh, he's letting the hair down, though.
Okay. He's letting it down. He's letting it... Okay.
It looks like a mess, though. I should have left it up.
Don't look. Okay.
No one watch.
Well, we'll cancel looking at you, and we'll go right into our first skin here. Beachside Octavia. If y'all didn't know, that was her in the water. Snorkeling.
Kinesa.
And yeah, we're gonna take a first look at her here
Kinesa, ¿no?
in just a second in game, but
no es Octavia, es Octavia, perdón. Era Octavia, no era Alex. Mírenla.
And just like that, I love the way it looks. I love the splash art, but I just love the way she looks in game. And I also like that she has her prosthetic leg is a
skin para Octavia de agua. Está padre. Uy, la mira tapa bastante, ¿no?
Water. I also think this is one of my favorite weapons this patch as well.
Miren, también vemos ahí el campo este. Tiene detalles distintos, me gusta, está más claro porque el otro de los rayos se ve como muy feo.
Yeah, I love this.
Disparos de agua, déjame le subo un poquito para escuchar los efectos del arma.
I still love this weapon type, right? We brought it back from the Shore Patrol, what we did with Koga, kind of the water gun effects. They are some of my favorite weapons in our game.
I mean, what are you going to do without them, am I right?
Oh, there it is. All right, it wouldn't be an update show.
I get one. I get one.
All right, you get 1. 2, you're cut.
Yep.
La ulti.
They dock my pay in crystals.
Se ven como chorros de agua.
Waterfalls. They say don't go chasing waterfalls.
¿No?
I definitely don't want to be chasing the waterfalls in the end of that ultimate.
Está más o menos. Miren el spray animado.
And it works out because these waterfalls will chase you.
Está padre ese spray.
Okay. Showing some of the new sprays too.
Yeah, I think the team killed it. Like, we say this a lot though, but like some of the sprays and 3D things in this event pass and even the Trials of the Realm coming.
El arma se parece muchísimo a las que ya sacaron antes. O sea, esta se parece como
I think it's hard to top
las armas estas de Nerf.
One that we just did with the
¿no? Como las armas estas de Nerf de los dardos. Pero bueno, es de agua, es una pistola de agua.
For the ROM Imani one.
Yeah, the updated digitized skin line. Yeah.
The digitized skin line, but this comes in pretty close. It'll be
ahí viene la basura, chicos. De repente se va a escuchar tal vez me quedo callado, chicos, porque la basura hace un ruido enorme. Entonces, para mutear el micro y que puedan ustedes por lo menos escuchar la presentación. Y los perros también se puedan ladrar bastante. Entonces, si ven que me quedo callado es por eso, ¿vale? Que está la basura aquí haciendo su desorden.
Sharks. Oh, wait, what was I talking about? Chase the enemy.
That's a mood.
Ooh, yeah. Woohoo, baby. Yeah. That's sad.
She's having fun on the beach.
It was fun while it lasted.
It's a vibe, all right?
Ahí están las líneas de voz de Octavia, ¿no?
Yo, she's great. I love her voice lines. They have so much character in them. I like the one that we posted in the teaser too, where she's saying, "Attention, there's a monster in the water, a party monster." I was like, "Oh, I feel it. I feel it." Oh, what are we getting here? Oh,
yeah. Shout out to Enmoot for writing a fantastic voice pack for this game.
Oh yeah. Enmoot has been killing it, and yeah, we're gonna go right into our next one. It is not Yagoroth,
oh boy.
for those who thought it was.
Buck.
It is Buck. Buck is finally getting some love here, getting a new skin.
Wow.
And he is,
creo que es de las mejores de Buck que han
sharking it
sacado,
up here.
Bueno, en la ilustración se ve bastante chida. Vamos a verla dentro del juego.
I think he looks
Casi
pretty
ninguna
good.
skin de Buck me gusta a mí, la verdad.
I think it fits him so well too. I'm not gonna name different entities and stuff like of my '90s childhood, but it reminisces me of a certain classic show that you might have watched in the 90s.
Me gusta.
Yeah, to some degree.
No me las,
this character too. This is Ripjaw, by the way. So very similar to Pip and Pepper. We've actually, created a fully fledged character and echo character to some degree, if that's what you want to reference. And this is the recolored for Ripjaw, called Great Orange.
Bueno, el arte está muy chingón.
Not even his final form.
And just to be clear, the Great Orange in this event pass, that's a free skin for people playing, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe this is the free skin, yes.
Yeah.
Unlocked at level 18 on the event
level
pass.
18. So, yeah, let's show him in game.
Ah, wow. Esta no decepciona como
this is scary. I don't want this thing leaping at me.
Está wow.
Right?
I mean, the wind-up, he's gonna...
No, que está muy chingona, eh. No. Wow.
He's yoked.
Wow. No es como la
No longer are the nets going after the shark. Now the shark is netting you, and you are in danger.
Wow. Hasta el arma también me gusta. Qué perrísima está, chicos. Me voy a hacer main bug, eh.
You'll get another
main
another
bug desde la beta, chicos, por fin.
Oh, I wasn't laughing at your joke.
Wow.
Wow. Another thing is we actually have lowered Buck's weapon position. Some of you may notice that. You'll notice it more on his base weapon, and part of that is to give him more screen space when shooting, because sometimes
miren, hasta se ve super padre el efecto del escopetazo ahí con las burbujas, ¿no? O sea, y luego, no sé si alcanzan a escuchar el efecto bien. Te voy a hacer un poquito para que escuchen.
Fantastic works.
Necesito que dispare.
Fantastic. Wow. Alright, let's see his ultimate.
Ooh, love that sharks.
Ooh, the shark jaws. Mouth. Yeah, you got the.
Lo que les quiero decir es que se escucha como si dispararas cañones bajo el agua.
Jaws of Ripjaw.
Miren otro spray.
Oh, there we go. There's one of the 3D sprays. You got a little fish bowl.
O sea, el arma escucha como si fueran cañonazos debajo del agua, ¿saben? O sea,
there's one on there too that I think if we can get Strixus to play it that you might recognize from our first teaser that I gave you, the reverse mermaid.
Este me ha gustado. Me está gustando. Esta skin no manches, o sea, hace mucho que no me gusta una tanto.
That is going to be a spray, but we'll get to that. That spray is not in the event pass, if I'm correct. I think that is actually going to be one of the trials rewards. For those of you who've been enjoying Trials
of the
Realm.
Dicen, Casper, seguramente va a ser de compra, no nos han dicho.
Our look at the
ya ves que ya
level
nada más van a
24
ser dos skins para el pase y dos de compra, entonces todavía no dicen cuál va a ser de cuál.
My brother's in the construction business. He's a real hammerhead.
Sí, no, se ve intimidante este skin.
That was a feast. That was a feast. Cancel that. You're the prey. I'm the predator. Oh, you're a monster. Oh, you're a monster.
All right, and then we're going right into it. So this one
este es el recolor para la de Octavia también.
Than the beachside Octavia.
Una patriótica,
Freedom
¿no?
Fighter Octavia.
Nunca he sido fanática de estas skins patrióticas yo, la verdad, pero bueno.
Wait until you folks see this in game, because our FX team, aka it's Rollin, right? It's Rollin. Am I right? It's Rollin.
The whole team.
The whole team, Rollin. really did some magic with her.
¿Qué onda, Sebastián?
So let's go into game and check her out. Oh, there isn't?
40 believers. Muchas gracias, chicos, por estar aquí.
Well, we'll have to get you guys some clip online then, because this is definitely one. Basically,
ahorita ya hay varias cositas, Sebastián, pero bueno, al ratito les subo el resumen.
I guess have the ability to go in game on this, but the hair has sparklers like animated all around it, but it's way better seeing it than me just describing it. So with that said, we do have a really cool emote to show you that comes in this event pass, and if you're an Atlas fan, you're going to be really excited.
Yeah, this was one that I think animation team has worked or has had in their kind of the back of their mind for a while now, and we kind of finally were able to pull it out. And I think it turned out really well. They did a fantastic job with this, as they do with everything.
¿Aquí qué están mostrando? ¿Están mostrando Atlas? Ah, un nuevo emoticón para Atlas. Está... ¿Qué les digo, chicos? Raro, ¿no? Ahora sí, ahí viene la basura.
No, I don't play too much Atlas, but I can definitely see myself using this over the corpse of my opponents.
No sé si...
This is a big disrespect energy emote.
No sé qué...
If you aren't using this as Atlas, you're
Está bastante raro para Atlas, no sé.
There's also some other really cool things that I don't know if we'll get a chance to show you later, but if you're looking in the update notes, Io also in the event pass is getting an MVP. If you saw on, I think it was National Cat Day, we showed a picture of her hugging her cat.
A ver, creo que van a sacar un emoticón para...
we do have it. There we go. That is now...
Ese es un de MVP de cuando ganas la partida.
You loved it. So
wow.
It is now a thing.
The only MVP I need for IO.
Yeah, we're killing you with cuteness right now. Yeah, Mew Mew's having her best life right now. But
gusta, miren cómo está cargando el gatito.
We'll go over and talk about some of the rewards coming in Trials of the Realm for this, since that's also kind of a part of this, and it is going to be the rewards are going to be Beach Bash themed as well. It is summer, so we'll go through this really quickly. You can check on the patch notes the trial schedule specifically. The first one that'll unlock is going to be the Temple Isles on May 26th. Basically, some emotes. I know we are going to go in game to show some of this once Strixus is ready.
Me gusta muchísimo. Es que me gusta
ese. As a reward for doing trials, which is spectacular looking. I know Nico is ecstatic since Corvus is like that was like your first character you specifically designed
cierro la ventana un segundo,
game,
no pasa
right?
nada. Voy a poner un ventilador.
That's correct.
Algo,
Yeah.
Un segundo.
So I know it's near and dear to your heart. So we'll see that in a second. We also have an MVP post for Ruckus, an announcer pack for Vora as a reward. So those of you who love Stephanie, the voice actress for Vora, you know, she's also the voice actress for other characters you might have heard of if you didn't catch our podcast with her.
El 5 de julio, Sebastián, todavía falta.
The remaster, she is Claire. But in our game, she's Vora. And yeah, we're getting an announcer pack with her as a reward for you doing Trials of the Realm, as well as some avatars, some
miren, aquí nos están diciendo algunos de las
that one with
recompensas que va a haber. Oh, wow, va a haber un pack de anunciador de Vora. Y MVP para Octavia y todo eso. Nada más que recuerden, son las pruebas del reino del siguiente pase. O sea, como les digo, todavía falta como un mes, poco menos de un mes. O sea, 28 días literal. Miren, un emoticón para Corvus. Nice. Está padre, está diabólico, ¿no?
I've always, knew he could do levitation. I just knew it in my heart that Corvus could levitate, and now it has become a reality.
Está padre para cuando gana y luego te puedes mover. Me gustan estos.
Just imagine having that slowly levitate towards you.
Absolutely.
Que te aparezca el Corvus por detrás así.
That being said, we have some more teasers here. So the summer fun ain't done yet. All right.
No, pues feliz cumpleaños a todos, chicos.
Lifeguard Tiberius. This is going to be a skin that will be available in the Summer Fun chest coming in this next update.
Otro.
Before we do that, we're going to show you Ruckus.
Bien, me gusta, está como variado, ¿no? O sea, me gusta el contenido, pues está, ahora sí se siente variado.
This
como
is
no para los campeones de siempre,
new
pues.
MVP post, correct? Yeah. So
Una
guns out
MVP para
available to Ruckus.
Ruckus, o sea, está padre.
Yes. I had to tease everyone real quick because they're just so thirsty for the lifeguard Tiberius that we have to make them wait just a little bit longer, desire it a little bit more before we get that splash art on the screen. It's okay. It gave me time to put my sunglasses on. And I'm looking at you, production. Whenever we're ready, we'll be going into that any second for everyone. But I love that so many people... Somebody said it was a palm tree. His tail was clearly in the background of Fernando's selfie.
Chicos, todos los nuevos que están por acá también, no se olviden de suscribir para... Ya saben que aquí vamos a traer el PTS, o sea, vamos a traer todo eso. En cuanto lo liberen, nos podemos a jugar PTS, hacemos videos de todo eso para
I don't know any trees
para traerlo como más a fondo, ¿no?
No, I mean
Skin para Tiberius acuática.
Who's ready to be rescued?
Are you kidding me?
Vamos a verla, o sea, está padre que está albino, ¿no? Es un Tiberius albino.
Tigrons. Who says cats are afraid of the water?
Sé que hay muchos mains Tiberius por aquí también.
Water is the greatest evil, though, for cats. I don't know if you were aware of that.
The greatest evil in the world.
Mine used to let me give it a bath.
Talent, check. Loadout, check.
Yeah, and if people may have noticed, these are also wrecked weapons that are coming alongside this skin.
Sencilla la skin, pero bueno, está padre, ¿no? O sea, ese skin albino, digo.
That heavy blade is gorgeous.
La arma también se ve padre atrás de la espada. No estoy seguro si la normal también la trae. O sea,
oh my gosh, the sound.
Jag falls.
Mira, ahí estamos viendo la...
Ooh, I love it. It fits like being on a beach because it looks like pool toys, you know? It looks like you would like...
traen armas de rec, estos, de las... Estas como de juguete.
Your friends up in the pool with your foam noodles, or I guess for this case it's not a foam noodle, it's a foam sword. Is what that looks like almost.
No entiendo por qué tiene efecto de metal cuando gira los de estos y se supone que son como de plástico. Eso no...
Dangerous.
I gotta say.
O sea, el sonido todavía suena como de metal, ¿sabes?
Don't run with foam! I love the bouncy noises that we have off the wall with these chakrams.
Y los rebotadores no los alcanzo a escuchar. O sea, suena mucho el metal todavía, en mi opinión. Eso de que rebota no sé.
Let's see his ultimate there too.
El salto.
All right. He's ready. Woo-hoo! He is ready to save the day.
Bueno, y los efectos de agua. Ya ven que estos skins, el efecto de agua siempre ha estado muy padre, ¿no?
The
el que le
ocean
meten.
better beware.
Can we activate the ult again? Yeah, the line on Garde. It's a beach.
I think that might be the best thing you've ever written, Kevin.
The worst part about that is that it kind of came out in the session. It wasn't even pre-written.
He said on guard,
Yeah, he's
on guard.
Trying to pronounce French, which we thought was a really fun take. This has the voice back has a lot of.
Sí, son las armas de estas de juguete, pero les digo el efecto como que no me convence porque todas las armas de rec tienen un efecto acá como de pues tal cual de juguete, ¿no? De Nerf, así como de estas pistolas lanzadardos. A ver, no sé, este también se ven borrosos de origen, yo tengo el video en 1080, entonces...
Bruh, you been lifting? Yeah, take a look at this. Better snap a photo. Bruh, you been lifting?
Bruh. Yo, him and Koga from the last theme, they're definitely best bros. Also, sorry if my mic was a little loud. I think pushing it back helped a little bit. Whew.
No, mañana me sirve. Hoy vamos a estar viendo todo el update show. Está rápido. Digo, no rápido, o sea, es que duran, a veces dura bastante. Y las pruebas las hacemos mañana. O si las hago hoy, sería ya en la noche.
Just not first on the list.
Yeah.
Es que luego estos videos duran como 4 horas. Ah, miren, ya la skin de Inara.
Oh, and here we go.
Our
so
next
for the
skin.
Aunque este seguramente es de compra, o sea.
Not aware that there was a Statue of Liberty Ainara on
de la Estatua de la Libertad. Me gusta. Les digo, no soy muy fan de las cosas como estadounidenses, pero o sea, se me hace padre la skin esta así, o sea, está como metal y le queda, pues, le queda, encaja como bien.
She fits this theme really well, is why we ended up going with this. Just the general
paleta de estar en clase, Sebastián, ya sabes, haciendo las planas.
And you know, the torch as well, right? And we always do a fun 4th of July skin every year, and I think this one, I think I like the Free Gold Drogos a little bit, but I think this tops that one. I don't know if anything can ever top Americon, but Lady Liberty.
Ojalá que regrese el cofre de Rec, eso sí, Oscar, ojalá que regrese porque a mí sí me gustan esas armas.
And this will be available, just so everyone knows. We also have a list of chests in the update notes if you're checking at home. Chad will be linking those as well. This will be in the all-new cookout chest. So there's going to be some other fun new content too. We'll show in a little bit.
Yeah, Americon is definitely a national treasure, but I think shout out to Thomas for this voice pack as well. I think it turned out really well.
Cofre de los que tienen internacional supuestamente, el del Worldwide, el de mundial, pero casi tiene puras skins gringas.
Very similar to Americon.
No sé, me gustaría que hubiese de otros países.
A lot of stars and stripes and red, white, and blue.
Creo que el hecho de que traiga la bandera esa ya no me gusta tanto atrás, pero bueno.
Ahí
vemos el armas, lanza como estrellitas, ¿no?
I'm a big fan of this wall.
Ahora sí ya Inara Will the Wall, ya definitivo, el meme se hace real.
I like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
More. Yeah, her slow. I love that it's like the torch and it has
sí, a mí también sobrada la bandera, no me convence eso. Desentona muchísimo, o sea.
You know, and with this too, you know, a lot of it's not necessarily meant to be a serious
espero nunca
vibe for
tener
those at
ninguna
home.
skin de estas patrióticas, la verdad, ojalá que nunca me salgan cofres.
Because,
ni las usaría, no me gustan, o sea, no.
It's almost like ever since Americon, it's become kind of like a thing where we just throw one of these in, you know, every year for 4th of July. And they're never to be too serious. Like
para Dresh Carita sí, ¿verdad? Le falta una skin acuática, tiene razón usted.
And, you know, having some good old joke lines and whatnot. So.
You are not welcome here, dice, no, pues le queda bastante toda la política estadounidense, ¿no?
Like the stars after.
Creo que se van a hacer bastantes memes con esta skin. Sí, exacto, o sea, es muros, o sea, te dice la ulti que no eres bienvenido aquí, o sea, no sé.
And with that being said, we're gonna go into another.
Y montura de la skin de Drogos, vamos a poder montar al Drogos.
We have the Wings of Liberty mount also for 4th of July.
Ya saben, este sigue siendo el mismo modelo 3D de la de caballito, de la de vampiro, digo, de la de dragón, de la del grifo, simplemente pues le cambian las texturas, ¿no?
Oh yeah, and the mom tattoos on the shoulder.
Montando al águila, otra skin patriótica, es que es demasiado contenido gringo, o sea, a mí no me gusta, o sea, no. Ahí, ¿cuántos países somos, chicos? 180, ¿cuántos? O sea, y sobre todo que jugamos, o sea, hay mucha comunidad de Brasil, mucha comunidad latinoamericana, mucha comunidad en Europa. O sea,
trailing effects again, looking fantastic.
Yo nomás por ser de México, créanme, o sea, if you weren't sure if this was an American mount, you can definitely tell from the VFX trails.
Estoy seguro que si se queda una brasileña, toda la comunidad de Latinoamérica estaríamos contentos.
We are getting some golden skins back again for those who have been wanting golden skins. We have Golden Yang, but we also have another one. I really like the color palette on Golden Yang, and I know Yang fans have been waiting a while for this. We have a huge Yang fan base, so yes.
Yang de oro, bueno, me gusta.
Has finally arrived. Yes.
A ver si nos la muestran dentro del juego.
But we also have
el arte se ve bonito, la verdad.
Coming in, getting a golden skin. Talus.
También ya para Talus, yo ya tengo el arma ya.
Very strong.
Ya nomás me falta, me la van a dar en automático. Espero que no esté bugueada, ¿no? Como ha pasado otras veces.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Still have no idea what a Veracharger
bastante
is, but
sencilla, ¿no?
this guy is getting...
Still trying to figure that one out.
Nada más ya saben, le cambian
Kevin,
el
a
cabello
Veracharger
y
is
es...
clearly a Veracharger.
It's a Veracharger because that's the way it is.
It is the thing it is because it is.
The way it is. And with that being
so that's
Ya está, Carl.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I was just gonna say that's a lot of people have been calling for more golden skins. I know we took a brief break there to focus on other stuff, but we're back on the horse or the griffin, so to speak, with Ian Talus.
Y me va bien, o sea, me va decente cuando lo uso. Lo uso en ciertos mapas
no, that's not the end of our show. I think we have this new champion to go over. That was
a ver, ya vamos con Vatu ahora sí, chicos. Se viene Vatu.
And for those of you who have not gotten to see this trailer yet, all right,
vamos a ver el teaser de nuevo.
Here live. This is our Vatu reveal trailer. And if you haven't seen
todo esto que estamos viendo, Sebastián, se viene para el 25 de mayo, si mis cálculos no me fallan.
Let production take it away.
Praying, scared. Darkness has come for you!
Darkness. I do not fear the dark.
Ojalá, Sebastián. Sí se me hace guapa, fíjate, Romanova. Y me gusta su estilo, así del cabello, como lo trae diario, todo así, se me hace padre.
Excellent.
I'm hiding from the shadows.
Do not fear the shadow.
So yeah, we've been putting together for a minute here, really fun influencer campaign. You may have seen all the puzzle pieces.
Nada más mostraron tres skins, ¿no, chicos? Mostraron una de Octavia, una de Tiberius y una de Bob. Entonces, según yo, falta una porque...
And some of the lore teasers as well.
Bueno, la otra es la de Nara.
And you know, we have a lore master here on deck.
Tengo entendido que falta una, tal vez una para para Vatu de una vez.
Take it away, because I know there's been a lot of questions, and you'll have to touch on the 1,000th hand thing, because so many people think he is, and I've been trying to hint without telling them he's not specifically. So I'll let you kind of dive into his lore.
También es parte del equipo Riders.
All right, let's get it. So welcome, we're welcoming Vatu, the Shadow, to Paladins, the realm. Vatu, so. Is a legend, but he's not a legend in the sense that, you know, he's a household name, everyone knows about him, right? He's a legend in the sense that he's the whisper, right? The whisper in the night about that entity, that ninja, you know, the kunai from the dark, the death. You never know if it's accidental. So I'll read a little bit of his lore blurb and then give a little bit of backstory, and then we'll hop right into kind of who he is and what he does. But essentially, his origins are kind of shrouded in mystery.
Bueno,
you know, he's been talked about maybe
de...
someone like him, maybe it's a title, maybe it's passed down between. We don't actually know, you know, what's going on there entirely. But what we do know is he is that untimely death, the unsolved murder. The one thing that seems consistent is his actions are stemming, at least majorly, from a desire to protect the Skadron people. So. You know, maybe a soldier does something wrong to a squadron who's passing by a local village. Maybe the soldier kind of trips and falls and breaks his neck the next day. You never know. Is it the Shadow? Is it not? He is associated with the Thousand Hands Guild, but he is not a Thousand Hands Guild member. He and the Thousand Hands Guild, Zin specifically, have a mutual understanding. Zin's not going to say to this legendary ninja, hey, go do my bidding. But... hey, if Vatu has stuff that can help the Thousand Hands Guild and he gets paid for it, which can then help the Skadron, mutual benefit. And we're excited to share more of his backstory and more of his lore as time goes on, especially as I mentioned, you know, his origins and kind of his greater backstory are still a little bit shrouded in, so to speak, shadow at this point.
I think it's cool that we have pretty much I don't want to say our first, because we do have other characters that have that ninja vibe, but he feels like a pure like ninja character.
Sí, este es como mucho más ninja, ¿no? O sea, es que Kuga como que
no
alcanza, o sea, Kuga solamente está disfrazado de ninja,
so
pero pues tiene unas metralletas, o sea.
So we're gonna go in. If you didn't already piece together all the puzzles, we're gonna show off his splash art here.
Aquí ya vemos el arte. De hecho nos van a mostrar también de sus skins, ya las vi ahorita, pero bueno, las vemos todos.
Absolutely, just crushed it with this pose. It's very dynamic to me, the way that he's like landed and he has the kunai. I don't know. What do you guys kind of think about his visuals in general? Since you're also kind of fanboying over there.
Very intimidating, very cool in my opinion.
Está padre, o sea, este skin está como muy cool, ¿no? Like como dice, como muy como la temática de Bora también.
The edge is there, but it's not too over the top. I think it blends in really nicely with this character. And kind of what you mentioned before, for this character, we had done Koga, who was a lot of fun, and ultimately, didn't land in what we view like the traditional like archetype of a ninja to be. We felt there was a lot of unexplored space still to be had with that theme, and then so Vatu is kind of birthed from that original idea and theme that we want to just explore a little bit more deeply in a more traditional sense. And I think visually, he is kind of what you expect to be this like shadow assassin warrior to look like.
And I think we're going to be loading into game here shortly with him to get a first look. And there he is.
Está bastante delgado, ¿no?
There we go. So, we can start going over his kit right away if we want. He is a flank.
Mejor en el arte, pero bueno, está bien.
Base health value right now of 1900. And he wields kunai in his in-hand. His in-hand, he launches 3 kunai in an arc from his hands every 0.9 seconds, dealing 300 damage per kunai.
A ver, ahorita vamos a ver las habilidades.
Has a max ammo count of 5 and is fully effective
copia
up
de
to 75 minutes.
de Overwatch.
Now, the interesting thing about this is there's a bit of a gravity arc, right? So you can toss it from farther away, but you're going to be doing both less damage, and you'll have to aim as it spreads out and as it drops, it'll be a little bit harder to hit more than 1 or 2 at kind of medium range.
3 estrellas. Él lanza estos
this is part of what is encouraging him. He is most effective close, right? So we are encouraging him to be in that medium to close range space for his engagements. If you want to take a look at his ult fire, just right-click for those PC players. They are shadow bombs. So he sends out a series of 3 explosive projectiles that stick to either their target or the world and explode after a short duration. Each explosive, the actual hit, does a small amount of damage, and then an additional damage on explosion. And it has a range of 150 before it will explode in the air.
Cosas que usan los ninjas, ¿no?
Now this can be used. All of his abilities are meant to be used kind of in combination with each other. You can imagine potentially doing a close range kunai, right-click kunai combo, and that's where a lot of your burst is interweaving these different abilities.
¿Qué onda, Jordi? No, digo que se me
his
figura
ability 1 is called Ambush.
Como lanza de 3, pues
that's what we saw the targeter for as well under our Catsy bots over here. Ambush will teleport next to your target, dealing a small amount of damage in an AoE area around the target.
Les dije que se iba a
this ability can be refired a second time within a short duration on a different target.
Ya sabía.
Before the ability goes on cooldown. So we can see teleport to Cassie and then teleport to Fernando. And the ability would go on cooldown after that. The damage hits in a 20-unit radius and is fully effective up to 10 units. And the teleport at base has a range of 85 units. One of the coolest things, in my opinion, about Vatu is his next ability, ability 2, which is called Dash. It is not revolutionary so much in what it does, but how the experience is delivered. So Dash is a quick dash in the direction you are moving, reducing the damage you take by 60% during this time. So, what that means is, and what I think is what makes this feel particularly good, is that it is a combination of where you are looking and the movement input you have. So if I'm looking forward and I am pressing, for those PC players, I'm pressing S, I will go backwards. If I'm looking forward and pressing A to go left, I will go left and right, and etc. This combined with multiple charges, and I believe it's a 0.2 second post fire, which means that 60% DR will only apply during the dash, which is 0.2 seconds. Provides a lot of both mobility and, I think, mobility in a way that feels good for this champion. So a lot of mobility in this champion, for sure. And we get to show off what a really, really cool ultimate here called Nightfall. So Vatu's ultimate, you activate to start charging up, and you will reactivate either by pressing the ultimate button again or by clicking or firing to dash forward extremely quickly, dealing damage to enemies and stunning them.
La ultimate, pues, parecido a lo que hace
the thing that's interesting to note about this ability is it is not limited to the ground. If I see a Drogos up in the air, I happen to have my ultimate ready, I can charge my ability and fire it and kind of snipe that Wyron out of the air.
Okay, o sea, se me fue, bueno,
now this is kind of in line with the fluidity of the game kit, the mobility of the game kit. This is kind of that power moment that allows you to really focus down as a ninja, as an assassin, a single target, or potentially multiple targets if you line them up properly. This ability has a minimum charge time of 0.5 seconds, a maximum charge time of 2 seconds, and will automatically fire after 3 seconds. It cannot be
movilidad, muy de teletransportarse, pues. La ulti está sencillita, es como para matar a una sola persona nomás.
I don't think so. I think you covered the kit pretty well. I think this is a character that takes a little bit longer to get the hang of, similar to Maeve, in that I think once you really start understanding, not only what the abilities do, but how to use them, there's a lot of fun and like dynamic play with Vatu, and he's got a lot of interesting cards
que lo que no me gusta, o sea, se me hacen como medio pacones los colores. Lo mismo me pasó cuando presentaron a Octavia. O sea, los detalles estos metálicos me gustaría que brillaran un poquitín más.
I love to see the players use kind of the fluidity of these game kits to do a bunch of different things. We can go over his talents real quick, and then we can move into his cosmetics as well.
Un detalle a notar, o sea, está frágil.
Oh, look at the fishes.
Sorry, Kevin, you had something?
Ahí vemos otros
I wanted to know if our cameraman could run around and use his kit fully comboed. See if we can showcase like the fluidity that this kit really has.
Transportar a donde estaba Jordi,
yes,
tú la controlas.
That's the answer.
Tú la controlas completamente, o sea, no es como Eevee. Tiene mucha movilidad, eso me gusta, o sea, muchísima movilidad. Es que cuando son de mucha movilidad, por eso los hacen frágiles. Luego, o sea, si alguien de PC que está jugando con se enfrenta a alguien de consola, le sufren mucho los de consola porque no pueden voltear rápido, pues. A mí me gusta, la verdad, lo que estoy viendo. Y tampoco se ve roto, ¿no? Como cuando nos presentaron a Octavia, que todos dijimos, wow, está rotísimo. Y ya saben que aquí somos main flancos. ¿Qué onda,
Piggy? As we get that set up, I can also go through his talents.
Definitivamente lo voy a estar jugando.
His default talent is called Omnipresence, where your ambush, that's the teleport, will gain an additional charge, and can now be additional charge within each cooldown, so you can teleport to one more person in the chain before it goes on cooldown, and can now be used on allies as well. So this can be a teleport to an ally after teleporting to an enemy to get out, kind of thing. We see if you can make it almost. Oh, so close.
No llegó.
But if there were an enemy, actually, we can show off right here. If there were an enemy close, we can teleport to an enemy Cassie, and back to an allied Cassie.
Este es con el talento de omnipresencia, se llama.
His talent 2 is called Unerring. This one is focused on his shadow bombs. It will increase the explosion radius of those shadow bombs by 5 units, a small amount, and they now actually home to enemies. So they are relatively difficult to hit at medium to long distances at base. But with this, maybe you don't need to aim quite so much. It's not a perfect homing, of course, especially since these projectiles go so quickly. But it will help you kind of get the edge if you are in the middle of battle and don't really want to aim, or you're not close enough to guarantee that hit. And our third talent is called Enveloping Shadows. A little bit tougher to show off with cooldowns disabled. Hashtag dev cheats, but Enveloping Shadows will reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities, which are your non-ultimate abilities, by 15% after hitting at least one enemy with at least one kunai for each throw. So if I throw 3 kunai and I hit all 3, I will get 1 instance of 15% cooldown reduction on the rest of your
último talento nos reduce nuestros cooldowns en 15% cada que le estamos pegando
flowing into that same fluidity of gameplay kit, fluidity of motion, and kind of tossing as many abilities out there to get those combos in as possible.
Ya viéndolo, creo que este va a ser como el más decente para más movilidad.
Actually, I would also love to hear, if we have time, some of his voice lines.
Más Fs, ¿no? O sea,
Vatu was voiced by none other than Young,
No,
he did a fantastic job with this character.
Do not make me more aerodynamic.
No, este no tiene pasivas, Piggy. Eso fue único de Octavia.
I am the soothing darkness on a blistering summer's day.
Exacto, Piggy. Los de consola la van a estar sufriendo mucho, ¿no?
Shadows be with us.
Sí, tiene mucha movilidad, aunque es cortito su movilidad de la F, pero bueno. Parecido a Tracer, les digo. ¿Qué onda, Kiri? ¿Ya mostró el próximo pase? Todavía no, Leo. Solamente las skins. Han mostrado un poquito de las skins, aunque no dejaron muy claro cuáles son de pase y cuáles de cofre. Ahorita a ver si nos dicen.
Young did such a good job voice acting this. I'm very impressed.
Ya las mostraron, Jordi. O sea, son basadas en el agua. Es que...
But with that being...
Pero digo, no dijeron cuáles son del pase y cuáles van a ser de cofre.
In-game
ahorita a ver si...
with Vatu. We have some skins coming for Vatu. I think this first one, everyone's gonna go nuts for this. An unmasked Vatu.
Miren, de más Vatu, sí ya está chamucón, ¿no? El tipo trae look de chamucón. De diablillo, con bigote y barbilla acá.
Wow. This is limited. Season Pass limited, by the way.
Yes.
Esta es para los que compran el pase de temporada, chicos. Recuerden que el pase de temporada es el del 2021. O sea, este es el recolor. Este es el que nos cuesta 60,000. 60,000 de oro.
Available for 200 crystals
or
60,000 gold. Something to spend some of that gold on if you need to. All right. And we have a golden Vatu as well for you folks.
¿Qué onda, Sergio?
Looking clean.
Entonces dijeron que las de pase son las de Octavia.
This might be my favorite golden
porque
skin.
ese book me gustó mucho.
I absolutely love
esta es la de oro. Bueno, ya que llegamos al nivel 50, está padre. Tiene más detalles, ¿no? O sea, en la ropa pues tiene como más detalles.
Which are, I
Las
believe,
nubes me
different from his
gusta.
base.
That is correct.
Esta me gusta más que la normal, de hecho.
And I can't wait to see. A lot of y'all have to compete, I guess, with creepers out there in the round to see who's going to get the first level 50 Vatu when it comes out. I swear, we will release an update, and no sooner than we don't even do champion XP.
Exacto, se parece a Escorpión de Mortal Kombat, ¿verdad, Jordi?
I've reached level 50 with, last it was Octavia.
Bueno, aquí nos está confirmando Oscar que la skin de Abuk, la del tiburón y la de Octavia además son las que van a venir en el pase, entonces yo bastante contento, sobre todo porque la de Abuk me gustó mucho.
I just sequel myself
y
to
la
two
de
masteries
Inara
that I won.
y la de Tiberius van a ser de compras, entonces por mí bien. Porque ni me gustó la de Inara ni la de Tiberius.
But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this show so far today. I think it's been a blast, an absolute pleasure. We've been pretty good at our time here today as well. Normally we're pushing the production over the edge here.
Creo que ya se va a acabar, no estoy seguro si van a mostrar algo más.
We had so much really fun content. I'm really excited. I think mostly me. Before we sign off, we can all go over what we're probably most excited for. I'm sure a lot of
sí, va a ser resumen,
I'm excited that we brought the Beach Bash theme back. I think it's a really fun, annual thing if we can keep doing it. I think there's always creativity to see how these characters would be out on the beach, So, I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this patch overall. I think the summer skins are great. Really, obviously, I'm a huge fan of Vatu. I think once players get their hands on him and play him, I think 5 to 10 games will really start to feel out his kit. Kevin's done I think a great job of crafting this character. So I'm excited to see how players receive it. Same with limited time modes. Please give us your feedback. We have 8 that are going to be rotating out throughout this patch. So tell us which ones you like, because you will probably be seeing all of these again at some point. Or if you don't like it, maybe you won't see it as often. And the balance that we covered today is only, I think, a small subset, 1/3 to 1/2. So make sure to play test on PTS and give us feedback about all the changes. And then mid-season's coming up next patch.
Yeah, any final words from you, Nico?
Just that I hope you all enjoy not only this patch, enjoy Vatu, and make sure to give us your feedback, especially with both Vatu and Grok. And I'm just super excited, as always, to bring another update to the realm.
Yeah, and on that note, folks, we will see you next time. We're here signing out. So, you know, send a little heart out to y'all and a salute.
O sea, es como un humano con cuernos.
Whatever you want to do, a demeanor stare if you're Adonis.
That's a Kevin thing, yeah.
This has been a great time, and we look forward to the next one. And, you know, enjoy PTS.
I think my hairline's receding, by the way.
Creo que el PTS lo van a sacar pronto, A lo que dijo, bueno chicos, voy a traer PTS yo, ya saben, para que no se olviden suscribir. Bueno, vamos a ver rápido esto, las notas de actualización. Notas de la actualización, Paladins, ¿no? Aquí ya vemos, nos muestra el nuevo campeón, resumen, flanco, arma, los kunai, hacen 300 puntos de salud, disparo alternativo, la bombita, la habilidad, emboscada, te teletransportas, la aceleración es la que te movías. Digo, la definitiva también ya la vieron, digo, ya vimos los talentos, aquí son algunas de sus cartas. Se reduce el daño recibido un 6% tras activar bombas sombrías. O sea, esto es escalable. Entonces en total 6 por 5 30, ¿no? Si no me fallan las matemáticas. Sí, pues, sí, creo que sí. No sé, ahí corríjanme si estoy mal. Se regenera uno de munición tras alcanzar a un enemigo con bombas. Esta pues nos va a dar más balas. Te curas 40 puntos de salud tras activar bombas sombrías. También es... Cada que lanzamos, este es tras activar sin alcanzar a los enemigos. Entonces por 5 son 40, es poquito. 40, 80, son como 240 si no me equivoco. O 220, por ahí es poquito. Se reduce la recarga de bombas sombrías en 8 segundos tras conseguir un golpe de gracia o una eliminación. En 8, dicen 8, no sé. Tendrá un cooldown enorme entonces si dicen 8. No, tal vez es 8%, ¿no? Porque ha de estar aquí mal, ha de ser un 8%, no creo que sean 8 segundos. Se reduce el daño recibido un 5% durante 2 segundos cuando acaba emboscada. Cura 70 puntos de salud con emboscada. Como más alcance para emboscada. A ver, emboscada, ¿cuál era? Emboscada es el que te teletransportas, El alcance de emboscada aumenta un 10%. O sea, esto es para teletransportarnos como más lejos, todo eso. Aceleración. Cura. A nos curamos cada que nos movemos con aceleración. Este movimiento, como les digo, tipo tracer, ¿no? Que nada, te mueves como de un lado a otro. Wow. Nuestra habilidad definitiva se regenera un 7% tras activar aceleración. Pero una vez cada 60 segundos. Ok. Tiene un cooldown de 60 segundos. Porque es muchísimo, o sea, me imagino que al 5 va a ser 7 por 5, chicos, 14, 28, son 34, si no me equivoco. Soy malísimo para las mates. Sí, muchas gracias, Chafa. Chafa Mundo, digo. Tú dices chido, yo digo chafa, ¿da? Extracción, tu velocidad de movimiento aumenta un 5% por 2 segundos, o sea, este es 25% en 5. La recarga de emboscada se reinicia si tu salud cae a un 10%. Bueno, esta es una habilidad, ya saben, como de las Fs. Estas cada que nos bajan a tanto porcentaje de nuestra vida, nos regresa el cooldown del movimiento pues tal cual de la F, ¿no? Tu salud más, estas cartas de salud, o sea, 40 puntos de salud es poquito. Entonces te va a alcanzar, tenía 1900 de base. Y 40 por 5, a ver, déjenme lo hago bien. 80, 160, 200. O sea, al final vamos a alcanzar 2100 de puntos de salud máximo con este tipo. Con Vatu. Garrote sombrío. Tu habilidad definitiva se recarga un 5% tras alcanzar un enemigo. O sea, este es parecido a lo que hace Lía, ¿no? Que si matamos a alguien con la habilidad definitiva, Nos puede regresar hasta un 25%. Y esta también, la altura de tu salto base aumenta un 30%. Wow. O sea, este va a poder saltar muchísimo. Pareció más que Koga incluso. Y bueno, aquí ya nos muestran como les decía, las skins que nos mostraron ellos, ¿no? Este es el de pase de temporada, sin máscara. El recolor, que lo podemos comprar en 60,000 de oro. Obviamente, por nada del mundo lo compren en 200 cristales, chicos. Y bueno, esta que nos la dan, la de oro. Al llegar al nivel 50, bye, Sergio. Y Fantecno también, bye. Ya está Sergio Vilca, Fantecno. Muchas gracias por pasarse. Yo aquí emoticón de Vatu predeterminado. Este otro está también bastante padre, de meditación. Las poses MVP están padres, estas dos me gustan. Y ya aquí vemos también el logo de pase de eventos, parranda playera. Beach Bass se llama. Skin de Octavia, ya la vimos. Las skins de Bug, muy padres. Recolors, los sprites. El emoticón para Ayo. Bueno, este es el también emoticón para Atlas, otro sprite. Las pruebas del reino, bueno, estas ya las vemos más a detalle en otro video, chicos, porque bueno, son pruebas, ¿no? Pose para el Corvus, pose para Rucus, pack de boss para Bora. Aquí un avatar de... ¿Qué es esto? Sí, un avatar de Ayo, sprites. Reward para Jaguar. Y bueno, los modos de tiempo ilimitado, las skins, y bueno, estas ya son las de cofres. Todo esto de cofre, oro. Más cofres. Las notas de balance, que ya las vimos en un inicio. Vamos a ver si hay una que no se han mostrado, lo único que quiero ver. Miren aquí Androxus. Novedad. Wow, bien. Nerf pequeño para Androxus. Ya le quitan su carta esta de la munición máxima. Ahora simplemente te vas a curar cuando alcanzas a jugar con tu revólver. La verdad que esta de que Androxus tenía más balas a mí nunca me gustó. O sea, porque ya le habían aumentado por default. Creo que ya tiene 8 en lugar de 6. Y con estas cartas puedes llegar hasta una barbaridad 10, 12. O sea, entonces no me gustaba. Porque Androxus genera balas muy fácil. Sí, Gerardo, está muy padre. Entonces, nerf para Androxus, chicos. Esto no lo mostraron en el video. También para Furia, nerf, el talento de exterminar. Se reduce el daño adicional del 100% al 75%. Ya ven el rayo este que básicamente te mata. O sea, si te da el rayo te mata. Y bueno, ya le están haciendo un poquito menos. La verdad, bastante bien. Porque es como... O sea, es que ese talento del rayo ni siquiera requiere habilidad. Casi te da de manera aleatoria. Entonces, a mí la verdad que no me gustaba ver eso. Ya lo de los tótems que nos explicaron, aquí está como bastante enredoso, pero básicamente los tótems ya tienen un cooldown individual. Es decir, yo pongo un tótem, empieza a correr su cooldown, pongo otro tótem, empieza a correr su cooldown, así. Porque antes era que tenías que poner los 3 tótems y empezaba a correr el cooldown. O sea, y era bastante largo. A ver, también Torbellino. Al activar Torbellino se gastará ahora un 20% de la carga de la habilidad. Ok. Esto parecido a lo que nos dijeron de Grover. Es decir, que si nos matan mientras estamos ulteando con Grog, se nos va a conservar a un porcentaje de la ulti en lugar de quitárnoslas al 0%, ¿no? No, pero este es Grover. Es que está aquí pegado el nombre. Pensé que era Grog todavía. Está aquí Grover. Bueno, esto ya Grover. Y también nos están nerfeando las raíces profundas. Esta de el Deep Roots. El que nos criplea. Ya no vamos a poder nerfear a los... Criplear a los 5 enemigos de un solo tiro. Miren, ya nada más va a poder ser 3. Lo están nerfeando. Supongo que está bien. Ya no va a rebotar tanto pues el enraizado, ¿no? Kinesa, también le están haciendo algo. Ya no... Y todo esto, miren, dice AOC. O sea, dice, son cambios que propusieron los de la AOC. Nerf para Kinesa. Ya nos vamos a curar 500 puntos de salud si les damos a un enemigo con todo el tiro cargado. Ahora va a ser máximo 250. Nerf para Kinesa. Lex, cartas, atormentador. Ya también el robo de vida se lo bajan bastante, ¿no? Del 50% al 25%. Este nerf tampoco lo menciona en el directo. Digo, aquí estos son como ajustes para Octavia más que nada. O sea, tiene como un poco de nerf, pero también un poco de buffs, si se dan cuenta. O sea, es balance. Yo tomaría Octavia como balance, no tanto como nerf. Tiberius, espada pesada. Se redujo la ralentización del 50% al 30%. Nerf para Tiberius. Y también la duración, ¿no? Ya ven que cuando te da con la espada esta pesada te alenta muchísimo. De hecho, sí, 50% con razón. Yo decía, wow, te alentaba muchísimo. Entonces, bueno, un nerf ligero para Tiberius. Y el de Shi, ¿no? O sea, que lo nerfearon pues completamente el talento de guillotina. Creo que ya ni siquiera va a matar. Y bueno, estas son las correcciones de errores. Hay unos bugs bastante sencillos. A ver, vamos a ver si hay alguno interesante que no hayan dicho. No, están, o sea, están bastante normalitos. Creo que no hay nada. Creo que es todo, chicos. Están esos bugs bastante pequeños. Y bueno, chicos, creo que aquí vamos a terminar el stream. Muchísimas gracias a todos los que se pasaron, a todos los que todavía siguen aquí. Llegamos a nuevo récord, 40 latentes. Digo, ojalá se suscriban, chicos. Ya saben, el PTS, lo que dijo Romanova, va a llegar pronto. Y bueno, yo lo voy a traer aquí. O sea, el día que salga, ese día lo vamos a estar jugando. Vamos a probar todas las skins, la de Vogue, obviamente a Vatu, o sea, todo eso. Y mañana también, por cierto, chicos, mañana también se viene stream. No sé si... No, Casper. Las misiones, pruebas del reino de la semana 4 las hacemos mañana, ¿vale? Si veo que hay motive, quizá las hago hoy en la noche, dependiendo. Pero lo más seguro las dejo para mañana. Entonces, bueno, chicos, eso sería todo para el stream de hoy. Digo, ya lo pueden regresar si llegaron tarde, pueden verlo desde el inicio. Porque nos mostraron las skins en 3D, pues, ¿no? O sea, las pueden ver ya dentro del juego cómo se ve, ¿no? Aquí nada, les estoy mostrando un poquito en 2D. Digo, aquí esta de Vogue, la verdad, dentro del juego me encantó, la del tiburón. Y chicos, muchas gracias a todos, ¿vale? Nos vemos a la que sigue. Ojalá que se suscriban todos los que pasaron por aquí para... Mañana jugamos con subs, pruebas del reino. Chao, chicos. Digo, ya voy. Chao, chao. Chao, chao, pero no me voy.